What's going on, guys? CynFtWProductions here. We are back with our franchise mode as the New York Islanders. Now, picking up where we left off in the free agency. Again, I do apologize for the lack of videos. Same thing with the laptop going on. So, yeah, looking more and more like I'm going to have to buy a new one soon. So, thank you guys for the patience, first and foremost, and for the support. Again, it sucks not being able to put out videos, but not much I could do when it's crashing on me every 2 seconds, so, yeah. Hopefully we were able to get through this, and, yeah, like I said, might be having to get a new laptop. So, anyway. Alright, so free agency now. There are some decent names here. I have, some people saying get Forsberg, you can get him instead of Panarin. Now, the thing is, this is going to be a big-ass contract. That's going to be a lot of cash. And we have a lot of guys coming off entry levels pretty quickly. He's not, in my opinion, I don't think he's as good as Panarin. His offensive awareness is lower. His shot's pretty good, yeah, but I don't know. I almost like Panarin more for the situation. He's probably a bit more of a goal scorer, but these numbers are very similar to what kind of Panarin will put up. Shot-wise, he doesn't do, like, over 300. It's decent. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, it's good, and it's... I just don't know if he's exactly what we should use to replace Panarin. I'd rather replace Panarin internally with someone, like, a lot younger, one of the guys we got coming up, and we do have some of those guys, so I would rather hold on to Panarin than go after someone that I'm not too sure if they'll work with my team, so... Yeah, I'm thinking about that, and someone said grab D'Angelo and replace Carlson with him. Well, the thing about this guy is he's an offensive defenseman through and through. Him and Dahlin together I don't think will work. Two offensive defensemen on the same line usually do not work, and as a green top four at 88 overall, I think he actually might have statistical growth. I could be wrong, but it looks like he also has a bit of statistical growth, so it's... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it does look like that. And if you look at his stats in the season, he puts up around the same numbers that Dahlin will put up anyway, so... Yeah, and when you get to that point, he'll just be taking away points from Dahlin or vice versa, and our defense will suffer because of it. So, yeah, I mean, having two offensive defensemen, especially if they're on the same line, just actually... Really, every time I've tried it, just doesn't work. I mean, in Vegas, we tried, I think we had that Van Ryn guy and Hartnell. We always had to split them up in the top two and the top four, even though they're both 88 overall. They didn't get the job done together. So, I don't think we're going to be going after one of those two guys. It's just money we have to start thinking about, and I think our team does well enough right now without them, so... Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that and not go after them. But what we will do is probably go after one of these guys. Now, I could grab both of them, which I might do just for the heck of it. We really don't need the offensive defenseman, but he is really good. I mean, if he ends up being in the top four, that could be decent. I don't know. It's okay to have someone like that in the system, as well as this playmaker, so I might try to sign both of these guys. And goalies, I don't think there's any, there's no goalie prospects, so really, it's if I want one or both of these guys for my AHL team. Now, hopefully someone will try to sign Bellows or I'll just trade him. But, yeah, I don't know if I'll need one or both of these guys. I could try to sign both. But screw it. Yeah, let's sign this. Let's try. I'll just try to sign both of them. See what they turn out to be. Alright, and we are gonna need, I think, one depth forward. So let me actually switch to forwards here. And try something. Try to look at defensive stats. And see if there's a depth guy up here somewhere. And yeah, hope we can get, there's one depth forward. Granlund. Marcus Granlund, that's pretty good for depth, yeah. He could play in the middle or he could play on the wing. His defensive stats aren't incredible, but it's looking like kind of the best we're going to see here. Yeah, not Derek Ryan. Raffles okay, but really not that great. Yeah, Granlund will probably be the best bet for us. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick up Granlund there. Where the hell was he? Did I pass him? No, I didn't. He's up here. No, that's not him. Oh my god, did I? Nope, there he is. Okay, so yeah. Marcus Granlund, I think, is the guy we want to probably go with for our depth. And we're going to have to pay him a bit extra since we do need to spend some money. But that's not a big deal. So we'll probably just pay him like 10 mil or something crazy like that. Just because we need to spend the money right now. We won't really need it in the next couple years, but obviously right now we're just below the line, so I'd rather put us up closer. Having 8 mil will still give us a lot of flexibility. And we won't have to worry about, you know, any moving players up or down and getting in trouble about it. So that's why I'm going to offer this guy 10 mil. We haven't had to do this yet, which is nice, but this is a bit of a transition year. We have a lot of entry levels coming up soon, so. Alright, so we'll go off to Granlund in that. We have a depth defenseman, so we don't need that. And goalie-wise, we're pretty good, so this is it. Once we get these guys signed, we don't really need much else, so that's a good sign. Not too much to do here in free agency. So, alright. Now, we'll advance a couple days, make sure we can get all those guys signed, and then start thinking about the free agency and such. Or, not free agency, getting the lines taken care of and do the, end the season. They still are trying to get me Duchesne. No thanks. That guy's on the block, eh? I don't even know what he is. Tommy Van Ryn. I don't even know. What was he? I was trying to see his value. It looked like maybe he was like a red top 6 or something. I don't know. Who knows? Alright. Now we can continue. I just do not want to be bothered. So we got the offensive defenseman red elite, and we got the other red elite. That's nice. And we'll see. We did get Granlund. Okay, so there we go. We got everyone. That contract should be good. We shouldn't have to worry about money, and we'll see if anyone is going to want to pick up the one guy we have tendered. If not, we will end up trading him, but I'm going to see what the jumps are first. So I'll see you guys in a bit. What? Alright, see, this pisses me off. Apparently I signed this guy, and I didn't. I need to know why it does this. I don't get why it does this sometimes. It'll automatically sign guys you have tendered. Why? Why does it do that? I will never, ever, ever understand why it will automatically do that for you. Ugh. Alright, so I think these are the preliminary lines that we're going to go with. It's going to be Panarin, Barzal, Cullen, then we're going to give Klein the shot on the second line with Beauvillier and Dalcal. Dalcal's going to be over there on the one-time side. We'll see if it works out. Third line's we're going to keep Hosang here for now. Now, I don't know, again, he could be leaving at some point this year as well. Jokela and Hogan. And Stevenson's on the fourth line for now. We will be obviously, we're going to be making some trades this year, so space will free up. So yeah, that's the third line. Fourth line, this Boost guy is ready. He's looking actually nice little role player. Got some really high offensive awareness, so if he does get into the top roles, he should be okay. So checking him out. We got Boost, then Brizgalov, who's listed as a third liner. We can't really play him there. He's not looking like he'll pan out to be anything much. It's looking like Jokela will more than likely be taking over the second line spot, if anyone does, instead of Beauvillier. It's looking more and more like Jokela rather than Brizgalov. And then Stevenson will be here on the fourth line for now. Again, he will be probably moved up, but he's got penalty kill time, so he should get enough ice time to be satisfied. Here's what the defensive core looks like. Dahlin, Carlson, Kiprusoff, Bouchard, Yoki Paka. We're going to keep Foot for now. He's got 2 years left, and that deal's really good, so I'm going to try to play him here with, he's got some extra ice time in a couple places. We'll see if he likes it. He might not. Probably won't, but we'll see. Anyway, here's our power play. Panarin, Barzal, Cullen, Carlson, Dahlin. That's very much the same first unit. Second unit now. Hosang, Beauvillier, Dalcal, Bouchard, and Hogan. Now, Hogan's on the point as the power forward. Really good offensive stats. A decent enough shot. We'll see if he takes as many shots as Stevenson does. And, of course, Bouchard back here. And you notice there's no Klein. I don't think he's a power play player. I'm going to put him in my top 6 to see if he's going to work out. But more than likely, we're going to be moving that guy at some point. More than likely. I just don't think he's ever going to be a top guy for us. We'll see. All right, here's the 4-man power play. And then the penalty kill. We're going to go with Hogan, Klein, so no real center. I mean, he can't really take amazing face-offs, but it'll have to do. I want him with Klein. Then Kiprusoff, Foote. Foote's got the top PK unit. And then Jokela, Stevenson. They both have really good chemistry together. And then Carlson, Yoki, Paka. So that's that. 3-man. Check it out, pretty similar. Here's the extras. You can go through, check it out real quick. 3-on-3. Everything looks pretty good. Extra attacker and our shootout lineup. It's looking pretty damn solid. Goaltender situation. Luukkonen did grow. He's 84 now, so he'll be the #1. We have him on a pretty damn good deal for it. We'll see. See if he keeps growing too. I don't know. 84. He should still grow. I don't know if he'll get anywhere too high, but we'll see. Markstrom's going to be our backup here, and we can afford it. So that's what we're doing. Scratches. Now we got Kupari scratch right now. Again, another person who will fill in once we start making trades. We got our depth forward and then our depth defenseman in Mironov. So that's what our NHL team is looking like. And yeah, as I said, once we get through a few months, we'll kind of be figuring out what our line should look like. Is Klein going to be top 6? You know, do we want? Even if are we going to keep around like? If we trade Klein, then Ho-Sang moves back up, unless, Hogan or Stevenson jump up. Then I think we'd probably move Ho-Sang because, he's good and all, but he's definitely more of a spot filler. He's I don't think he's ever going to be like, I don't know, like last year was the only year he didn't hit 50 points, and it was because he was injured. So, I mean, he is kind of like a consistent 50-point guy, good assist type guy, but I don't know. Would Hogan be able to do that better than him? Would Stevenson be able to do something else better than him? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. That we're going to try to hopefully figure all that out this year. I mean, we're in a bit of a transitionary year where a lot of guys could be playing in different spots and higher than they are, and we just, unfortunately, we're pretty damn full. But I definitely think Bouchard deserves the time over Foote. I mean, Foote is literally not grown since he's got here, which is very unfortunate. We tried to get him to grow, but I am going to use him. I am going to use him in my top 6 now. As funny as it is, he doesn't like Carlson. As funny as it is, I think I'm going to try to play him in my top 6, really try to lock him down. Hopefully that actually penalty kill time will help him out. Don't know that it will, but that's the plan. Alright, other than that, though, I think that's pretty much it. You guys can check our AHL line. Since it automatically signed this guy, figure why the hell not use him, because the other 2 guys that I could use in this situation is this guy, garbage, and 2 centers. One of them's Alexandrov, who isn't red elite, but he's 22, not even 70 overall. It's highly unlikely this guy becomes anything, so he can sit, and then this guy's only top 9 as a playmaker. Again, we could use them as depth, so might as well use this guy for our AHL, try to boost up. It's mostly Korolev or Grulo. I don't know if either of them will really get too good, but we'll see. And then all elites down this side right here. We got Salonen, Pekarinen. I think this guy should be pretty damn good. Ooh, do I want to play him on his... Probably want to play him on his natural side. Well, right wing side. Although on his... Yeah, I'd rather have... I don't think that matters too much, but let's just put him where he belongs. That should be a pretty nice line. And then that... 2 top 6s and another elite, 2 of these 20-year-olds. These are the guys I think we just drafted. Yeah, 3rd round guy, 2nd round, so they're making their debut. And then defensive core, Aho, Mayfield, a bunch of top 6 guys, and then this red elite that we just picked up in free agency. We have one guy scratched, which is Salo. He is a yellow top 6, but he's 23, only at 71, so again, he's kind of unlikely to become anything, so he'll be the depth guy to sit. Goaltender situation, we got Hallinan, and now Garatin as the backup. Our other yellow elite, 20 years old at 74 overall. He's growing very nicely, so if Luukkonen doesn't get quite to where we want, this guy's not too far behind, but I think Luukkonen will be great at spot filling right now if he doesn't, pan out to be the starter that we truly want. So, alright, I think we're ready to get going here. I don't think I have too much else to do. It's all about seeing how this team is going to do, especially Klein. Now... You can make the argument, well, he's definitely not going to get as many points on the power if he's not on the power play. Well, yeah, I agree, but I want my power play to do good, and I want these other guys to still, hosting, especially not for him to drop off. Klein, if he's good enough to be offensive, he will find production on this line because, well, Bouchard is back there now. He's a bit of a point producer, but Yeah, I was gonna make I was gonna make the argument from last year because Foot and Kippersoft were both, but yeah, now with Bouchard in there, he should help out. So we're gonna see, is Klein gonna be pushed out by superior offensive skills, or will he find production? And this is the year to find out. His last year on his entry level, this is when we're gonna want to move him if we do. And as unfortunate as it is, as much as I'd love to keep playing him in that bottom six on the third line, I think if I took a look at what he'd want to sign for, we just will not be able to maintain that. I don't see it. I don't see a way that we're going to be able to do that. So let me find him and see. Like, I'll see what the hell he's going to want. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, 2 years. Even if I mean, we could get away with that for 2 years to play him in a non-scoring role. So we can still consider that, but that is kind of a lot of money. I mean, even if 2 years at, let me see. Let me get out my calculator real quick to see what the general price range would be for that. I mean, it'd be 5 mil flat for 2 years for a third liner and a penalty killer. We could probably afford it for the next couple of years, but would we want to? That's the big question. So that's still an idea, but then we'd still have to probably trade somewhere else. And again, that's just sort of temporary because, you know, after that, he's going to start wanting 7 mil and stuff like that. And it's going to become a headache. And as incredible as he is defensively, don't know if he really gets the job done. But I love the guy as a freaking penalty killer. But we have, the great thing is we have some other guys like that who have really, really good defensive stats. You know, i.e. Stevenson and even Hogan if he does. I think Hogan, but Hogan's looking like he'll crack it. Yokel is not bad, but I think Boo's even, not incredible yet, but it's pretty good. So yeah, like a guy like Klein is so freaking perfect for like the penalty kill situations, but unfortunately his other stats boost him up too much. His shot, he doesn't use it enough. I mean, if his shot was lower, like if his shot was just like lower mid 80s, like he would be lower overall. It'd be a lot easier to have this guy stay on the third line for us, but unfortunately I don't know if that'll be the case long term. But we're going to try him here on the second line. So, I think we're ready to get going here. Cullen is developing really nicely. Hopefully he has a bit of a breakout year for himself now. No, yeah. And Panarin, again, we might want to hold on to that guy for another year or so. In fact, I could probably see what I should actually saw what I can get him for. I mean, it's not... It might change throughout the year, but it might be worth it to see if I could sign him right now to something really affordable. If he wants a decent price, then it would be worth it. Oh yeah, Cullen. We're going to have to, you know what, we might as well get Cullen out of the way. I don't think this guy's going anywhere. Okay, he wants a 4-year deal. Is that going to line him up with anyone? I actually need to check that. Probably want to take care of some of this stuff. 4 years. No, not really. Actually, wait, here. No, because it's going to kick in after this, so 1. Yeah, so actually, yes, it will line up with Dolan. Yeah, it'll line up with Dolan if we get him for 4 years. That works. I'm okay with that. So let's see. We can get him for a nice price here. Not too bad. If I crank... Actually, what happens if I... Nah, it goes up too much. Yeah. I was thinking, sometimes if you crank it up, it doesn't go up too much. Like with Dolan, that's what I did. And it did not go up too much. But with this guy, yeah, we can get him for 7.4 for 4 years. That'll be affordable. Not just affordable, but a pretty good deal for the guy. 7.4 for 4 years for what this guy brings to the table is relatively good. So him definitely. Panarin does not want an extension. Interesting. But as you can see the price. Oh, oh, that sucks. If you lower it, it goes up. Yeah, the higher it is, the better it is. But of course, we're not going to want him for that long. So likely going to hold off on that for now. Dalcall, since we just signed him, probably Klein. Yeah. Beauvillier, Hosang. Yeah, see, all these guys are kind of almost on eggshells this year. Like, because we don't know if Yokel is going to take over for Beauvillier. Kupar is on his last year. Stevenson on his last year. I'll probably want to get Stevenson back. Let's see what he wants. He wants a... You know what? That's a really good bridge deal. I think I'm going to sign him to that right now. That's an amazingly affordable deal. Yeah, I'm just going to sign him to that right now. That's a low 2 mil contract. We can get him for right there for 1 year. That's incredible. Yeah, I'm going to sign her to that right now. Because I'm going to keep around Stevenson. There's no doubt about that. Brizgalov, again, not too sure about. And other than that, I think that'll be all I'll do right now. Yeah, Markstrom, I'm not going to get back. Alright. So we'll do those. And I think we're just ready to get Sim in here. Yeah, I think so. We'll hold off on Panarin. Because, yeah, while we might want him for another couple years, we do want to, we'll kind of need to worry about the price and kind of calculate from there. But, all right, let's get started here. At least get a couple years done. I mean, a couple months done, Jesus. All right, so that first month and a half here. And we're going to see how that second line works out. We're going to keep a close eye on everything. All right, Stevenson accepted. Good. Cullen accepted as well. Good. All right, good stuff. Locked into two pretty major pieces there. All right, everyone's liking that they're offered contracts. That's good news for us. Morale should get a bit of a spike right there. That can only serve to benefit us. We hope. We hope and we pray. Okay, so kind of a rough preseason so far. 3-3, but regular season's when it's going to matter. What happens here in the regular season stays in the regular season. All right, come on now. There we go. That's a nice couple big wins right there to start things off. Dallas is 0-2 to start off, and we beat them as well. So great start to the season so far. I'm worried less and less about the Kim Anderson. That's our defenseman, I believe. That's our defenseman. Yeah, I just like to make sure. All right, so let's stuff in Salo then, since he's our only one really. He's a good spot filler for what he brings to the table. He really is. So I'm happy to keep him around for another year or whatever I have him for. Geez, nice win. Finally we lose, and it's in reg. Boston's a good team. We lose to them as well, so we lost twice in a row now after winning 4. We got to answer back with wins. We do not want to erase all the good stuff that we just did. Cannot be the type of team we are. We got to respond with wins after we lose, even if it's a couple. All right, available. Let's wait till he's fully healed. There we go. Nice shutout. Need a bit more scoring. We started off good. We're starting to falter a bit, though, with the scoring. But hopefully that'll be bouncing back here in a sec. There we go. And I will want to keep a close eye on Foot's morale. That is going to be an issue. We might have to move him this year. I want to try to avoid that. I want to try to move him on his last year of his deal. Again, just try to abuse the contracts that we have, because we have some great contracts. That's a tough loss. A regulation loss, too. You want to try to get points out of those games. But alas, we lose in reg. But 4 goals for is not bad. But allowing 5 against, of course, is not optimal. Bit of a slow sim right here. There's a lot popping up. You want to give us Jake Gardner for 2 firsts. In what way do you think that we need... Let me just see the computer's logic right here. They want to give me Jake freaking Gardner for 2 firsts. Now, Jake Gardner's a top 4 defenseman. In what realm do we need a top 4 defenseman, AI? We have 87, 85, 86. We have 3 top 4s, and I think even Carlson's a top 4. Yeah, we got 4 top 4 defensemen. But sure, offer me some top 4 defensemen. Are you mad? Don't answer that question. All right, there we go. Nice wins right here. We're averaging pretty good goal scoring, so all right. If I was wrong about Klein this whole time, you guys get the shout-outs. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. But there's a nice little streak we're putting together, and the Islanders are on absolute fire right now. No, okay. I'm just doing all this. I'm just getting this out of here. Fuck off with Jake Gardner or any top 4 guy, or Duchesne. It's Jake Gardner or Duchesne that they keep trying to give us now. Again, why do you want to give us Duchesne? We have multiple guys who are in line to be a top 6 center. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, let's continue winning. That was fun. Oh, no, Yoki... Oh, that's just a minor injury. He's fine. He's a tough lad. Just a minor injury to Yoki Puck. All right, we finally lose right there, and it's in reg, of course. But then we answer right back with a 4-0 shutout, and then a shootout win. Oh, yeah, we're looking good. Tough loss right there, but let's respond. Uh-oh. 2 losses. Come on now, don't make it 3. Gotta answer back. Gotta get a good response. Uh-oh. Barzal. Barzal has an injured knee. I think this is the first injury to Barzal ever. Estimated return is November 26th. Okay, so that's not too long. So we won't have to worry about that much, but it is kind of a bit. So shift everyone up. Yeah, and then stuff in. I'm actually going to put Kupari in and sub in all lines. Now, he'll go on to the power play and stuff, which is not too bad, because I can see his awareness is good, his shot is good, so I'm actually not too upset. And it's only for a couple days anyway, so, and to save time, that's what I'm going to do, because a guy like Barzal, there's a lot of places that we'd have to worry about. I'm not going to check Klein yet, I want to be surprised, or I want to say I told you so. One of the two. I want to either be pleasantly surprised or say I told you so. But I have a feeling I actually might be presently... No, I can't talk. Pleasantly surprised. All right, fully healed, baby. Let's go. Matthew Barzal is fully healed and available, so he goes right back in there. Again, we'll shift everyone down. It was only for one game. I thought it'd be for longer. Or maybe that was for more than one game, and I can't count. Always a possibility. Alright, so back in. Now he should be... Yeah, okay, good. So he'll be everywhere that Kupari was, which is everywhere he was. Nice shutout win. Ottawa's a pretty good team, but we beat them 6-2, and we beat Florida. And we beat New Jersey with Don Tavares. 26-0. I'd say that's a pretty damn good start. Klein might be tearing it up defensively for us. I actually might be producing some points, too. Matthew Barzal back into the lead with 26 points. Yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys again. Well, whatever. Yeah, it's in the same video anyway. You guys can check the stats if you really wanted to anyway, if you wanted the head start. But yeah, make your guesses and stuff for the... that's 2 years in a row. I forgot to tell you at the beginning of the free agency thing. The guesses for the thing, but whatever. Some of you guys will remember. Some of you guys won't. I'm terrible at this. It's been a couple days too. I'll have plenty of excuses. I got all the excuses. Okay. Oh my god. Yep, that's good. 3.54 goals for per game. 2.12 goals against per game. That ratio is filthy. Absolutely filthy. Regulation plus overtime is really good too. Oh my god. Power play percentage 29.6%. Penalty kill 84.8% with only 46. Again, lowest amount of penalties in our division. This team is disciplined as hell, and they've only allowed 7 power play goals. That's amazing. No shorties for, 1 shorty against. That's a bit unfortunate. 8-3-0 on home ice, 12-3-0 on the road, 7-3-0 in the last 10. You could say we're doing pretty good. Now, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Has everyone been plugging Klein? Do you guys have a point? No, not really. 10 points in 26 games played. Now, here comes the argument that, yes, he doesn't have any special teams time. However, Hosang, 22 points with only 4 points. So, 18 points for him. Beauvillier, 15 points for him. Oh, sorry. And he's on the third line. And Dalcal, 16 points total. So, in my opinion, Klein is not, he's sort of bringing down that line. On the flip side, our first line's doing really good because of it. Hosang's doing really good on the third line because of it. You'll probably see, Hogan up there on the third line. How much power play? Only 5 points. So he's got 14 5-on-5 points. And actually, I really like him. I know it sucks having Stevenson off that position. However, he doesn't seem to be complaining right now. Yeah, as you can see, Klein, I don't think he works as well. Now, he's great defensively. And, I mean, with the plus-minuses, you could make the argument that he's really helping him out. And third line's plus-minus are actually pretty damn good as well. All of the plus-minuses are good. Now, the thing is, if we switch back, Hosang, Dalcal's actually not scoring as much as he was on his... Now, Beauvillier, what the hell? That's very interesting. Again, Dalcal's on his one-time side, remember that, so... Interesting, he's not scoring as much as he was on his other side. Where the hell is, okay, yeah, sorry. I was like, where's Panarin? I was like, because I thought, yeah. Anyway, there's Panarin. So, him and Barzal producing pretty well. Cullen in there doing his goal-scoring thing. Yeah, we're in good shape. He's Cullen right now on pace for about 35-40 goals. I doubt he'll get it, but he's on pace for that right now. Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean... Hosang has only got 4 power play points, so he's getting a lot of 5-on-5 points there in the third line. I think that's really helping us. We're able to exploit a lot of matchups right now. So, but yeah, as you can see, Klein, it's just, I mean, even if we added in, even if he got power play stuff, let's say we add in like an average here, average of the points, I'd say, yeah, about 4. Let's say 5. Let's give him 5 extra points. He'd have 15 points, 5 of those points on the power play. He'd still be below a lot of guys. I mean, he'd still be below Bouchard, who's a defenseman. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think he's that incredible. He's amazing defensively. Yeah, 35 shots. Now he's on the actual second line. 35 shots in 26 games. Just plain and simple not enough when you think about that. we'll take a look at his shot totals, even compared to someone like Stevenson, who's now on the 4th line with penalty kill time. Like, 2 lines below him has more shots than Klein does, with a lot less ice time. We could check yeah, you can see the minutes. It's a lot less. Now, actually, I want to check on, does Hogan, ooh, okay, Hogan takes shots. Good, good, good. All right, I'm really happy about having him on the point then, because Hogan takes shots. Good. I want him to do that. Good, good, good. And Cullen takes the most shots. But Hogan in 2nd place on shots is actually oh my god, he's listed as 2nd line. Hi. Well. Alright, we might want to move him up. Anyway, let's check out the defenseman here for a bit. Carlson and Dahlin both with 19 points apiece. Bouchard was 16. And good plus minuses. Carlson took some penalties, but whatever. Someone's going to do it on the defensive core. Might as well be Carlson. What I'm really liking there, pretty much even across the board. Foot. Yep. He's losing morale because of ice time. I had a feeling that would happen. We might try to hold on to him. If he starts losing overall, we will have to move him. But for right now, might want to just hold on to him for a bit because it makes our defense really, really good. And Luukkonen doing outstanding as his first year as a starter. He's splitting time quite well with Markstrom because he is still on the younger side of things. Not much better than him, but as you can see, the transition's looking very good so far for Luukkonen. Looking very good. Do we have any rooks? Booze is our only rook this year. Hogan played all last year, so unlikely we're going to have any Calder candidate. But yeah, the team does seem to be working well right now. However, we got some things to consider. Some guys listed. Now, Hogan can probably get away with staying on the 3rd line for a bit, even with the power play time. However, I kind of would want to move him up still. I'd kind of still want to move him up. I mean, he's listed as 2nd line. I think the time is nigh. And, man, considering in the future, this guy seems to take a lot of shots, as does Cullen. I mean, we could even move Cullen to his one-time side, have Barzal, Cullen, and Hogan in the future, if that works out. I mean, we don't know. We even got Dalcall. I mean, yeah. So we could try this 3rd line out now with Klein down there. Hosang will stay on the power play on the forward end of things, and Hogan will still stay on the point, I think. But I mean, again, we can get as much out of Klein as we kind of can. But yeah, eventually we're just gonna have to move him, I think. Kupari is going to get more and more pissed, you know. But, I wish I could hold on to this guy as a 3rd liner, man. I really do, but I don't know, man. I just don't think it's really going to work out long term. I mean, Steven's still playing a role below where he should be. But it's like, I'm actually liking more and more of this guy as a role player, especially as we got Hogan looking like he'll be the better power forward. So I actually don't mind stunting Stevenson if he does get stunted. I really don't. Look at his defensive stats. This guy's a 3rd or 4th liner by far. Now he was a great, and he's picked up in the 2nd round. So yeah. No way, Brizgalov might be trade bait too. Yeah, this 4th line, this guy's, what the hell, 7 goals, 49 shots, actually pretty good. So I still want to hold on to the guy, I think, to see what he, yeah, a lot of guys on these 1 year left. Yeah, so there's a lot to do, man. So I think we're going to move Klein out. Like I said, I don't think he brings the amount of offense that we need to the table. And with Hogan up there, he will help out that line defensively still. Not as much as Klein, of course, but it will make it look slightly better. And with Kiprasov there especially, I think that the 2nd line should be pretty good. And Yoki Baka, this guy is such a surprise. Like, I picked this guy up randomly as depth, and this guy's turned into a really good top 6 option for us. I like it. Anyway, so we got some stuff to decide here for sure. We definitely have some things to decide. We have 3 scoring lines essentially right now, but with Klein, I think this is going to benefit us a lot. I mean, we might actually use Klein up, and I might just let him go to free agency for free or tender him. I could do that too if we want to use him. If we want to use him all year, we could tender the guy. We really could. But as you can see, he keeps losing out due to individual performance. Now, the reason for that being is he's an 87 overall. He doesn't have the offensive skills to produce, and he's not producing, so he's not happy with himself. And that's, I think, is going to be a recurring theme with this guy because he doesn't do that. But like I said, if I could use him in a defensive capacity, I would probably try to get away with it. If even if it's for another just couple years, like, I think it might actually be worth it. But you guys can let me know. But the problem with that is it will take away space from other guys, and you know, if this Booze guy, if he's getting pretty good, like, yeah, I don't know. And we still got Kupari. You know, we got so much young talent here trying to fight for spots. It's really about, we got to find the right guys. You know, not just the best overall players like Klein, but we got to find the right guys for the right roles. And it's a balancing act right now. But the great thing about it is we have so many options. And this is why drafting well is key. We just have a lot of good options here. So, the future is still bright, the present is bright, everything about this team is just really good right now. But, choices will need to be made, so, any ideas that you guys have, let me know about them. But, for right now, we'll probably try these combinations out, and, you know, if our second line really starts to, like, falter, and even maybe Hogan doesn't help him out as much as he should, like, and if their defense drops too much, then, you know, I might try Klein back up there. But for right now, I think I want to put Hogan up there. This guy I think is a future first liner. I don't think I'm too wrong about that. Jokela, Brizgala for maybe future second liners at most, which is all I need. Because, yeah, we still got Del Call. I mean, we still got Beauvillier. We got Stevenson, who, you know, I wouldn't mind if he just stays at third checking line, which I might actually try to get him to do at this point. Because it's less and less likely that I'll actually want to get rid of Del Call at this point. Yes, his defense is not strong, but if we're able to give him, you know, solid guys to lock down with. I mean, if Kiprusoff stays at top 4, then we'll keep him at top 4. But if he goes up to top 2, I'll probably play him with Dahlin, and we'll have to replace him at some point. In which case, we will need to start worrying about another top type of prospect, because we don't have any. We have a bunch of top 6s. We have one red elite, but it's an offensive defenseman. Now, again, if this guy, you know, I don't know, but it's a right-handed, so it's kind of the same as Bouchard there. I'd consider Bouchard more on the offensive side of things. So, anyway, we have, again, like I said, a lot of options here. So, let me know what a plan of action would be. Any lineup changes that you guys, ideas that you guys have. Again, we could still use that Klein idea in the future, perhaps, to try him on that defensive core. You know, if Kiprusoff, if we want to bump him up, maybe we put Klein right here. Unfortunately, though, like in the past, I don't think you could change a forward to defense, so we'll have to do that all manually, and that's a bit of an issue. I wish you could change forwards to defense, man. That'd be so cool, but alas, I don't think you can. But yeah, maybe that's the option. Maybe that's the option. Klein's just a top 4 defenseman. Maybe that's the option for him. But yeah, I think for right now, I'm probably going to use them all up this year. I don't see a reason not to. I could tender him, get a lot back for him. I don't think we need to trade him right now. Yes, we have Kupari waiting, and yes, we could stand to move some other guys up, but as of right now, I don't know. So, yeah, like I said, I'll need some help in that capacity. But, yeah, for right now, this will be Cyn signing off. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.